What's up, YouTube? Yoke here again, coming at you with a Six Samurai deck profile for you. I really like this deck profile. I mean, I really like this deck, I should say, not deck profile, but the deck I actually really enjoyed. A lot of people just don't like the deck mainly because you go all out, and then by the time you got everything on the field, you got no hand, and then you're basically done. But that being said, if you have the right cards at the right time, that shouldn't be too terribly much of a problem. This deck is an all or nothing deck, and unfortunately, with the new ban list, we haven't gotten our very much wanted Gateway of the Six, or have Xian bumped up to 2. But anyways, this is my deck profile. I don't have all the cards for it. I'm missing 6 cards. That being said, I am proxying them today. So I'm going to start with the deck with the monsters. I run 2 copies of Elder of the Six, 1 copy of Grandmaster of the Six, 1 copy of Great Shogun Xian. It's an awesome play if you can get him out first turn with the Synchro Xian. Stops your opponent from being able to play any spells and traps whatsoever. And then I run 3 copies of Kagemusha of the Six. I really need to get my hands on 2 more copies of this card. Unfortunately, I only have 1, so therefore I run 2 proxies so that I can get a feel for the deck when I am playtesting it. I run a single copy of Inishi. I'm thinking about bumping this up to 2, but in reality, minimum 1 is needed. It's definitely a staple of the deck. I run 2 copies of Keigeki. Absolutely needed. I think 3 is too cloggy, 1 is too few, 2 is just right. Then I run 3 copies of Kizan. You need him at 3. Unfortunately, I only have the 1 copy. I'm trying to get my hands on another 2. But yes, 3 is needed. 1 copy of Iru. I'm debating on taking this card out, but it is a good card to target with asceticism, or however it's pronounced, to get out a copy of Inishi. And yeah, is just a good card to run. It's an alright card. It isn't the best, but yeah. And then I run a single copy of Zanji, mainly so that I can play asceticism on him for a Kizan, or I play it on Kizan to get Zanji, just so that I can get my rank 4 plays out. That's it for the monsters in the main deck. Going on to spells. I run 2 copies of asceticism, asceticism. 1 copy of Book of Moon. I've been told to take this out, but I like the card, but it may be a card to take out in the future. I run 2 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon, just in case, you never know. And then what I've done is I've maxed out my searchers, and I play triple Rhoda, and I play triple Xian Smoke Signal. Unfortunately, I don't have the 3rd one. It's another card that I'm proxying out right now. And then I play triple Six Samurai United, because you need to deck thin in this deck. The faster you can thin the deck out, the more consistent your plays are, and all that jazz. And then I run 3 copies of Upstart Goblin. A lot of people go, what? Why are you playing 3 Upstarts? Well, think about it this way. With a 40-card deck, and you play, in that 40-card deck, you play 3 Upstart Goblins in that 40-card deck. Oh, look at that. Now you're playing a 37-card deck. Makes the deck so much faster. The synergy and the speed and consistency of the deck just goes way up when you're playing a 40 card deck like this, like Six Samurais. It needs the consistency to play 3 upstart goblins. Like, I've won duels because of upstart goblins. Yes, your opponent gets a few extra 1,000 life points, but in the grand scheme of things, when you've got a way consistent deck, a couple 1,000 life points isn't going to do a whole lot. And that's it for my spells. Going into my traps, I have a single copy of Bottomless Trap Hole, and I've got a single copy of Compulsory Evacuation Device. Sorry, I went blank there for a second. Then I run 2 copies of Double-Edged Sword Technique, because you need to run 2. I think 1 is too few, 3 is too many, 2 is just right. I run 2 copies of Fiendish Chain. I'm thinking about bumping Iru out and Book of Moon out to put in 2 copies of Breakthrough Skill, but right now the 2 Fiendish Chain is working alright for me. Then I'm running 2 copies of this Counter Trap card. I'm not going to butcher the name by trying to pronounce it, but the only thing that you need to know is that when you've got a 6 Samurai monster on the field and your opponent activates a spell or trap card or monster card effect, then you can, while you control a 6 Samurai monster, you can negate the activation and destroy the card that activated the effect. And then I run 1 copy of Solemn Warning, because Solemn Warning is just one of those amazing staples. And then that's it for my traps. Going into the extra deck, I play 1 copy of Armades and Ally of Justice Catastor, because both of them are, I think, in need. A single copy of Black Rose Dragon, because you never know. Blade Armor Ninja, because everybody loves to do 4,400 points of damage right off the get-go. A single copy of Castel, because sometimes you just need to shuffle those cards back into the deck. A single copy of Exciton. Single copy of Excalibur. 1 copy of Goyo Guardian. Xian. I wish this was at 2, but oh well. A single copy of Naturia Barkion. 1 copy of Naturia Beast. Number 50, Black Ship of Corn. Number 101, Scrap Dragon. And Shadow the 6 Samurai Xian. That is my deck. Thanks, YouTubers, for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all those beautiful things. And please give me some suggestions on this deck. I would really like to make it a lot more consistent and a lot faster. Please give me suggestions on different combos that can be used and cards that can be taken out and replaced with what. Thanks so much for watching. Yoke out.